Deadline, created by Roger Stern and Tom Lyle. Alter ego, unknown. Occupation, assassin. Known relatives, none. Group affiliation, none. Base of operations, unknown. First appearance, Starman 15, October 1989. Height, 5 foot 11 inches. Weight, 190 pounds. Eyes, unknown. Hair, unknown. History. The man who became the master assassin called Deadline began his life as a small-time hitman for one of America's organised crime families. While details of his upbringing and career are sketchy, his uncanny sense of aim has always made him a formidable foe. When the alien invaders known as the Dominators unleashed a gene bomb over Earth, the hitman who would soon take the name Deadline was a casualty, having his metagene activated. At first he grew extremely ill and thought he would die from the accident. Instead, he recovered and found that his body had bulked up and his skills and reflexes had dramatically improved. His skin also became extremely dense, making him impervious to pain. Topping off these new powers was his ability to phase himself or any object he touched through solid materials. Outfitting himself with high-tech gear, the hitman called himself Deadline and endeavoured to establish himself as America's premier assassin. Deadline quickly gained a reputation for being the best hitman money could buy and made sure people paid plenty for his services. Mobster Sam Govango hired Deadline to go after a thug named Danny Finster, who, along with his brothers Maury and Joey, owed Govango huge sums of money. Deadline killed Danny and travelled to Las Vegas to track down the surviving brothers. After killing Maury, Deadline stalked Joey through the streets of Las Vegas, coming to the attention of vacationing Will Payton, who quickly became Starman to stop the criminal. Unwilling to lose his first target, Deadline did a great deal of damage to the Las Vegas Strip while trying to fend off Starman. The battle between Deadline and Starman escalated as they took their battle into the Oasis Casino and Hotel. Deadline managed to get close enough to Starman to phase his rifle barrel and his left hand into the hero's chest, then he pulled the trigger. The resulting explosion severely burned his hand and sent him reeling, while it only stunned Starman temporarily. Deadline phased through a wall and escaped. He later resurfaced to execute Joey Finster in a Las Vegas prison, fulfilling his contract as promised. After that, he disappeared from media attention, but not from the observation of other criminals. His price escalated and he received several well-paying contracts. However, his left hand began showing signs of radiation burns and required medical attention. Deadline has used a great deal of the money he has earned to build a secret training centre, complete with state-of-the-art weaponry and targets. Because of his injury, Deadline has come to hate Starman and decided that he must take vengeance against the superhero. Starman and Deadline continue to clash occasionally, with Deadline no closer to victory than the first encounter. Deadline has vowed to train himself for what he hopes will be the ultimate confrontation with his stellar-powered nemesis. Powers and weapons. Deadline possesses superhuman reflexes and coordination which enhance his natural talents. He is a master of all weapons, especially his favourite, a customised rifle he keeps over his shoulder or magnetised to his back. The gun emits varying degrees of energy bolts. Deadline uses an advanced form of body armour and helmet which gives him an advantage against all normal beings. His armour contains several carrying cases and pouches where he maintains a store of weapons and ammunition, ranging from bullets to small explosive projectiles. His left gauntlet can fire pellets that can explode on contact with concussive force or emit gas. His helmet allows him night vision, and it is presumed he also has audio pickups as well to better hunt his prey. The anti-gravity discs he attaches to his feet enable him to fly at great speeds.